Welcome to the Reality of Herbal Therapy podcast, episode 67, Parsley Tea. Welcome back for another episode. On our last episode, I talked a little bit about sage tea and the benefits of it. And because sage is such a common herb that is used in cooking, it's easy to find anywhere. And so I got thinking, what are some other ones? And another common herb that we talk about that we use quite often is parsley tea. You can either make it with fresh parsley that you can get at the grocery store or dried. Either one works fine. So let me walk you through how to make it. So you get a cup of boiling water. And what we like to use to make our herbal teas is we have a pot that you put water in, and then you just flip the little switch and it boils the water. And so it makes it easy for making teas and stuff. So you get 1 cup of water, and if you're using fresh, use a 1/4 cup of leaves trimmed off of the stem, or if you're using dried, use 2 tablespoons of the parsley leaf, and put that into your teacup and pour your boiling water over it. Let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes. You can go less time if the flavor and the taste is a little too strong, or like what we like to do is steep it a little longer and put a little bit of peppermint in there to kind of like mask the flavor. So after 10 minutes, you can strain out the leaves. If you want to add a little bit of honey or lemon to it to kind of like help the flavor, you can. And that's all there is to it. It's real easy to make. And because parsley is so easily available, it's a really nice thing to have. The main reason that we suggest parsley tea is for urinary tract infections or kidney stones. Parsley tea really helps soothe the urinary system and helps with any pain or discomfort that you have. But it's also nice for kidney stones because kidney stones, they look like a spiked ball in your urinary tract. And so as they pass through, when you hear people talk about the pain of passing a kidney stone, what it's doing is those spikes are actually ripping and tearing your urinary tract as it goes through, causing you to bleed, tearing up nerves and causing all sorts of pain. So they're really, really painful. If you know anybody that's had kidney stones before, they're going to tell you stories. Like some people say that giving birth is nothing compared to passing a kidney stone. They're so painful. So the reason we suggest that for doing parsley tea with kidney stones is because it actually kind of helps to take those rough edges off of the stones, so it makes it easier for them to pass. And that is so whenever somebody says they're having urinary tract problems or kidney stones, Dr. James would always suggest bladney, fection, and drinking parsley tea to help soothe that pain. So that's like our big number one, parsley tea for any urinary issue. Some other benefits, though, of parsley tea is it's really high in vitamin C. 1 cup of parsley tea will actually give you 25% of your daily recommended allowance for vitamin C. And vitamin C is essential for all sorts of things. It's basically the vitamin that makes us elastic, that makes us able to move, and it makes us able to repair ourselves. So it gives our cells what they need to repair damaged cells, damaged skin, bones, ligaments, things like that. Vitamin C is what gives it that elasticity, and it's a sign of health. So drinking parsley tea also helps with that, which is a big plus. Number 3 on my list is menstruation. So parsley tea it helps aid in menstruation. It helps with the flow. A lot of cramping and pain that comes with menstruation is because the flow is not flowing correctly. And parsley tea will basically help to open things up and let it flow correctly. But it also has other things in it that will help to help your body to balance the hormones. So and a lot of women actually get urinary tract infections kind of like follow with their monthly cycle. So parsley tea actually will help with both of those. The fourth one on my list is blood sugar. Parsley tea has been used for a long time to help maintain and balance your blood sugar, to keep it at a good level. Parsley tea helps the liver to secrete the bile the way it needs to, and also helps your pancreas secrete insulin, which helps balance your blood sugar and keep it in check and where it needs to be. And then the last one, somebody was telling me, do you know why they put parsley on your plates when you go out to a restaurant? And, we always thought that it was just there for decoration, a little piece of parsley or whatever. And they said that it's traditionally, if it's a meal that has a strong flavor to it, strong onion or garlic or whatever, if you take that little piece of parsley and chew on it, it will actually help improve your breath and get rid of the strong smell on your breath. So parsley tea will also help with that. Basically, it helps aid in digestion. So if you have a hard time digesting, having a cup of parsley tea after you eat will help aid in digestion, and it will help better breath. It helps your liver to function properly, which helps with digestion. So I hope these few tips and tricks are helpful to you. If you have any questions, let me know, and we will talk to you next time. It is not the intent of professional herbal instruction or any persons associated therewith to diagnose or prescribe. The intent is only to offer herbal information for your consideration. In the event you use this information without your doctor's approval, you are prescribing for yourself, which is your God-given right. But professional herbal instruction or any persons associated herewith assume no responsibility. The claims and statements made on this podcast have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.